I declare open this graduation ceremony. Please be seated. Friends, colleagues, and most importantly, graduating students, welcome to your Ulster University graduation ceremony. Let me begin by offering my warmest congratulations to you, our graduates, the class of 2018. It is a momentous personal milestone for each of you and represents the culmination of all your years of dedicated study, effort, determination, and commitment. I hope it has been a valuable experience and that you will carry this experience with you for the rest of your lives. It is a great time of pride for your family and friends who no doubt have supported you along this journey and may be with us here today. It is also a time of great joy for lecturers, for technicians, for professional services teams, and all of the university staff who have contributed to your learning or to your experience as an Ulster student. All of that means that graduation is the most significant and special time of the university year. And I would ask you, the students, to now stand up and give yourselves a round of applause in appreciation for your effort. So please stand and give a round of applause. It is a privilege to be with you today as we mark the culmination of your academic journey so far. When we welcome new students to Ulster University, we tell you that you are joining a vibrant student community where there are new friendships to be developed, ideas to be shared, thinking to be challenged, opportunities to be explored, and memories to be made. And as I look around this room today, I know that what we tell you is true. I see the results of your learning and research, of challenging yourselves, of hard work and effort that you have put in. I also see the strength of the friendships and the bonds that have been made through your shared experiences. I hope you agree that these are some of the most important things that you will take away from your experience at Ulster University. But just as importantly, I hope you will take away a strong belief in yourselves and in what you can accomplish. Remain open to the shifts and changes that will necessarily shape your lives, and what looks like an ending today might actually be the start of a new beginning. Take the optimism and confidence of today, the effort and hard work it took to get here, and harness them into your dreams and ambitions for the future. I urge you to be bold, be brave, be determined, and to believe. As Sheryl Sandberg, activist, author, and chief operating officer of Facebook put it, being confident and believing in your own self-worth is necessary in achieving your potential. Your study and your time at Ulster University have given you the knowledge and skills to take the next step in your career, whatever that may be, and to fulfill your potential. Regardless of your subject area, you are now the disruptive innovators, the critical thinkers, the problem solvers, the analysts, the entrepreneurs, the visionaries who will have such an influence on the future of our society. Ulster University is Northern Ireland's civic university, and our mission is to have a positive impact on the world around us, locally and globally, in every area of our work. As our beating heart, you, our students, now our alumni, give life to this mission. Take with you the values and attitudes that will have been a crucial part of your university education here. I trust that Ulster University has made an important and positive difference in your life. We have worked to demonstrate to you our vision and our values. We hope that you will now use what you have learned to make a difference in the lives of others. This is particularly true in these times of significant political and economic challenge, not least here in Northern Ireland. Now, I know that that might sound very grandiose, burdensome even. I assure you, it is not. You have experienced all that a university education has to offer and are about to explore some of the many opportunities that it can open up for you. I would challenge you to do your own thing in your own way and to be out of the box and acknowledge the value and the power of being unorthodox. I'm sure that you all grew up with Dr. Seuss, and it might seem odd to be referencing a childhood memory on this, your graduation day. However, sometimes we need to go back to basics, and no one says things quite as cleverly or simply as Dr. Seuss. So, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. And in whatever direction you choose, you are our civic ambassadors, shining examples of the power of education. You understand the benefits it can bring, and you now have the skills to shape your industry, your community, your future. You are not on your own. You are part of a vibrant, welcoming, supportive, and inspiring alumni community. There are 190,000 Ulster alumni right across the world, and you join that community. In fact, it is more than a community, it is a family. And like many families, it is spread all over the world, and we always look forward to welcoming you back to visit us. We are also committed to staying in touch and encourage you all to do so. Of course, we want to keep up to date with how you are getting on, and we want to celebrate your success with you. But we also want to continue to provide you with the opportunities for partnerships, for collaborations, and indeed to inspire those who will follow you through the corridors of this university. You leave behind a legacy for them, a legacy of success and accomplishment that will empower them and their ability to achieve. That can be the value to wider society of your experience and the qualification you gain today. Each of you graduating today has the opportunity to make a real impact, to make use of your talent and skill to influence and transform whatever sector your career path takes. President Barack Obama said, "The future belongs to young people with an education and imagination to create." You have the education. You have the imagination. We cannot wait to see what you will go on to create. The future is yours, and it starts now. Go for it and achieve your full potential. Thank you. In accordance with the wishes of the Senate, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I have conferred honorary degrees and other academic distinctions of the University of Ulster on those named in the conferment list approved by the Senate. I call upon Professor Maloney to present John Owen Mann for the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, honoured members of the Platform Party, honoured guests of the University, students, or should I say, those about to graduate. It could be said that it is axiomatic that this university, in awarding the singular honour of a doctorate, honoris causa, does so based upon specific grounds that the conferee has made, or may continue to make, a personal contribution of such significance that he or she is recognised widely and respected both locally, nationally, and on an international scale. In doing so, it will also bring public recognition of personal honour, not only to the recipient, but in its own reflective way to the continuing progress of this university, whether in the implementation of teaching and learning, or the maintenance of the highest standards in the dynamic of research, or in the integration and standing of the university within society as it fulfills its service and supportive role. Specifically, it will focus on the contribution that the recipient has made in the magnanimous and generous way in enriching the quality of life of all those whose lives he or she have touched, directly or indirectly. It is in these contexts that today I am pleased to present to you the Very Reverend John Mann, and we are pleased on this occasion to welcome his wife Helen. John Mann is an Anglican priest, formerly the Dean of St Anne's Cathedral, Belfast, and now the Rector of St Mary the Virgin in Swanage. He holds many qualifications in theology and philosophy, but is a person of immense personal generosity, pastoral experience, as well as being a good administrator. Born in Blackheath in London, his father was the local GP in Greenwich, his mother a nurse. The second of 7 children, his school days were spent in London, laterally in Essex, before moving to the Isle of Man, where his father took over a small country medical practice. As an undergraduate student in Belfast in 1973 to 77, he studied theology, and the young John Mann there learned how people could relate to one another and how communities could achieve identity. He worked with students in projects based on bringing Protestant and Catholic young people together across the divide, breaking down in practical ways mistrust and anxiety. In 1979, having married Helen, his wife, he was ordained a deacon and in 1981 a priest to serve the Church of Ireland in the Diocese of Conor in 2 Belfast parishes, and then as rector in Ballyrashane and near Portrush and Coleraine in Kildola. From 1989 to 93, he moved his young family to Hampshire and was appointed the rector of 3 villages in the Diocese of Winchester. By the summer of 1993, he was back in Belfast, taking up his appointment as rector in the parish of Conferring in Newton Abbey, a chaplain to White Abbey Hospital, and an additional appointment as the canon at St Patrick's Cathedral in Dublin as a representative of the Diocese of Conor in 1999. By 2002, he was the rector of St John's Malone, working closely with all neighbouring churches, and was appointed the director of post-ordination training for candidates in the Conor Diocese, along with many other various diocesan and wider church commitments. But for all here today, it was as the Dean of Belfast that John Mann became instantly recognisable. In addition to serving the Church on the Church of Ireland Select Committee, dealing with issues of human sexuality in the context of Christian belief, he was well known and instantly seen to be the Black Santa, standing outside St Anne's on the lead up to Christmas, collecting tens of thousands of pounds for our local worthy charities. On a daily basis, as I headed to court from my office opposite the cathedral, during those cold, wet December days, in my long, dark winter coat, I was even approached by Belfast citizens in Lower Donegal Street who thought I was the Black Santa. But I soon redirected them across the street to John. On a regular basis, I brought him cappuccino, latte, regular coffee from the local coffee shops, and he was an expert in mince pies, chocolate brownies, almond squares, to name but a few, to keep the sugar levels up, as he then debated with me the comparison to Presbyterian tray bakes. John Mann became the face of Belfast. His warm smile, firm handshake, modest personality reflected a deep personal inner goodness, reflecting his own deep faith. He touched the lives of many people whilst in St. Anne's, be it at national ceremonies or small private services. He built meaningful relationships with other churches and people of beliefs or even of no beliefs, simply by being John Mann. He worked closely with this University of Ulster as a next-door neighbour, for which all in the university were deeply grateful. St. Anne's Cathedral has commissioned many works of art from the university over the decades, but most obviously today, the Titanic Paul, designed and made in the textile department of the university and commissioned by John Mann as the cathedral's memorial to those who died on the Titanic. It is a beautiful example of the textile work created by the staff in this university, along with the students, and a further demonstration both of the artistic partnership and one displaying interest in the whole community. John Mann created bonds of friendship with so many schools. St. Dominic's High School, which I know he considers to be a vital link. And as an important example of his cross-community engagement, he offered opportunities to so many young people to meet in that sacred space and share the gifts that they had. He increased the numbers in the music department, to name but a few of his many achievements, leading to the award of the Lambeth Cross in Ecumenism, awarded only a few months by Justin Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury. His appointment to Father Edward O'Donnell as the first Catholic ecumenical canon at St. Anne's was historic. John Mann's values are the mirror image of Ulster University's mission as Northern Ireland's civic university. Now, if I could be excused, and I have to say on a very personal level, John Mann enriched my own spiritual journey by his very friendship. We often said morning prayer together in St. Anne's at 8:10. I often joined him as he celebrated the Eucharist at 8:30, and what a better way after a hectic day in court to listen to choral evensong with John Mann at 5:30 in St. Anne's. This honour today cements those very close personal links with the Ulster University. I am deeply honoured and pleased to present this candidate. Scripture tells us that there is a season for everything. A season for John Mann to be in Belfast and a season for him now to be in Swanage. But John Mann leaves behind a Belfast enriched by his very presence. He is indeed a holy man of God, but certainly no holy Joe. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, my very good friend, John Mann.
John Owen Mann, in the name of the Senate, I present to you the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa. I call upon Professor Carmichael, Associate Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, to present candidates.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you candidates for the degree of Master of Education, Alan Blaine. Eugene Brannigan. Gary Martin Brennan. Louise Mary Campbell. Sarah Jane Fahy. Olga Kelly. Joanne Kennedy. Kieran McCabe. Lisa McCartin. Siobhan Elizabeth O'Brien. Ashleen Elizabeth O'Hanlon. Alison Stevenson. Nuala Mary Taff. Laura Eleanor Blemmings. Linda Bothwell. Maria Conway. Niamh Mary Cormacan. Sarah McCann. Karen Ann McFadden. Katie Ann Vale. The degree of Master of Public Administration in Public Administration, Kevin Logan. The degree of Master of Public Administration in Public Sector Executive Development, Maria Ashleen Higgins. Owen Patrick Farrelly. Shelley Keenan. Jane Patterson. Sean Hamill. The postgraduate diploma in headship, Andrew Atkinson. Jennifer Margaret Worry. The postgraduate diploma in library and information management, Mary Ellen Layton. Judith Nora Hoban. The postgraduate certificate in education, further education, Anne Marie Loughran. Ian Andrew McCart. Thomas McClooney. Idelle Mary McCreesh. Jackson McDonough. Christopher James McDowell. Simon Thomas Henry Russell. Tanzia Candy Teague. Shanine Barr. Basil Allen Colloon. Andrea Josephine Graham. Fiona Lynch. Connor Joseph McGrath. Seamus Patrick Reid. Sinead Martina Worsford. Sarah Buchanan. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Politics and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Robin Leslie Alice Cree. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Politics with Criminology and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Shane William Patton. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Social Policy with Criminology and Diploma in Professional Practice, Krista Vogel. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Social Policy with Sociology and Diploma in Professional Practice, Ciara Louise McGiven. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Community Development, Peter Lynch. Kevin McGarry. Claire Marie McLaughlin. Lorraine Montague. Brian Martin Torbert. Christina Burke. Nicole Donaghy. Ashley Katrina Clark. Patrick Mulvenna. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Community Youth Work, Alan Bell. Aidan Carville. Shannon Clark. Cahill McCaffrey. Amy Phyllis Selby. Claire Thompson. Edmund Owen Burns. David Clements. Clodagh Cook. Connor Corrigan. Adam Dolan. Caelan Donnelly. Connor Hamilton. Joseph Patrick Herold. Lauren Johnston. Ryan Martin Keary. Martin Kelly. Dean Martin. Joseph McCaffrey. Sean McCusker. David McAvoy. Carmel McGran. Nicole McKee. Rachel Sarah McParland. Gerald Thomas Meehan. Dervla Morton. John Muir. Cormac Sean O'Neill. Darren Sean Davidson. Michael McAllister. Gareth Macaulay. The degree of Bachelor of Science with honours in Criminology and Criminal Justice, Fiona Eileen Boyd. Eileen Philomena Davis. Gregorczyk. Carolyn Ann McCluskey. Megan Rollins. Nicole Beckett. Ryan Bradley. Lois Brazer. Laura Canning. James Craig. Nathan Kevin Anthony Dean. Ethan Deary. Kirsten Fowler. Natasha Leonie Hunter. Antonia Claire Kelly. Leanne Kelly. Shannon Kelly. Diana Kugaka. Emmett Lowe. Maeve McGee. Kira Marsden. Chloe McFall. Lauren McKeown. Caitlin McLaughlin. Chloe Elizabeth McMorran. Dervla McParland. Colleen Menham. Chloe Ann Montgomery. Katie Mullen. Michael Owens. Karol Pietrusewski. Demi Page Regan. Robin Don Surgener. Sophie Taylor. Carla Turkington. Aisling Eastwood. Lauren Louise Hood. Coral McVicker. David Veach. The degree of Bachelor of Science with honours in Health and Social Care Policy, Rebecca Ann McFarland. Michael McVeigh. Natasha Danielle Moore. Jordan Lee Buckley. Clodagh Burns. Rebecca Catterson. Shannon Hillary Johnston. Amy Lilly. Amy Maxwell. Kathleen Anna McKernan. Claire Bridget O'Kane. Kirsten May Stewart. Catherine Dobbin. Orla Irvin. Crystal Nolene Jane McCordick. Bridget McMullen. Aidan Pearce Mulholland. Neve Proctor. Louise Rafferty. Charlene Rosetta Ruddock. The degree of Bachelor of Science with honours in Politics, Nicholas Kane. Blaine McCartney. Ayman Mohammed Nazir. Neve Poocher. Ashleen Bunting. Daniel Cosgrove. Matthew Cousins. Ethan Cunningham. Ashleen Louise Devlin. Aidan Hamill. Maria Larkin. John Thomas Leckie. Jamie McGee. Christopher McGowan. Sean Maguire. Finula McGough. Nicole McClone. Declan McKeown. Liam Reynolds. Christopher Riddle. Thomas Joseph Rogan. Orla Smith. Robin Ellen Thompson. James Weir. Eamon Scott. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Politics with Criminology, Ronan Harris. Daniel Brown. Paul Edward Corbett. Dominic Sean Corr. Shay Horan. Erin Louise Irwin. Melissa Mary Meldrum. Rachel Quinn. Gareth Ray. Natasha McGrillan. Henry Palm. Karina Wright. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Social Policy, Aidan MacDonald. Kenneth Thomas Ramsey. Katie Baird. Patrick Joseph Boyd. Mark Hughes. Aisling McGee. Kathy McAtomany. Laura McAteer. Claire McKeown. Emma Walsh. Orla Carroll. Josephine Stanton. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Social Policy with Criminology, Rebecca Brannigan. Monica Malinowska. Lucy Woods. Amy Adams. Cherry Geneva Boyce. Lucy Burns. Lauren Chambers. Elżbieta Matzena Kazlak. Gemma Kearney. Shannon Kincaid. Kerry Miller. Rebecca Nicole Rennie. Georgina Lara Shaw. Laura Young. Laura Davis. Razia Cairns. Zara McChrystal. Molly Mernin. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Social Policy with Sociology, Patrice Brigitte Finnegan. Colleen Haddon. Rachel Kelly. Ellen McConville. Emma Brooke Mullen. Lisa O'Hara. Caitlin Bennett. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Sociology, Niamh McShane. Daniel Robert Reynolds. Rachel Skillen. Demi Johnston. Megan Lynch. Marie Maguire. Nathan Patrick Martin. Lauren McAfee. Isabel Patricia McComb. Kira McGinley. Amanda Marie McGurk. Catherine McKendry. Bethlehem Nagash. Shannon Pettigrew McAllister. Juliet Whittle. Luke Wires. Katie Taylor. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Sociology with Criminology, Stuart Blur. Daniel Dow Fu. Elizabeth Martha Kennedy. Lee Lowry. Harriet Thompson. Simona Ale. Lauren Bailey. Aoife Caldwell. Sinead Devlin. Kerry Fitzpatrick. Kirsty Harbinson. Amy Lynn. Eileen Mary McGee. Matthew Paul McClelland. Jill McCulloch. Emma McGurran. Rachel Ellen McElroy. Hannah Montgomery. Robert Nimmen. Catherine Anna Smith. Robin Yates. Danielle Denny. Jake Denver. Mark Gibson. Gavin McLean. Lauren Ashley Moore. Shauna Louise Reynolds. Naomi Jade Slane. The Certificate in Teaching, Mary Susan Boyce. Stuart Colin Cheshire. Stephen Keith Hunter. Peter Kennedy. Anne Sinead Moss. Karen Elizabeth Wilkinson. Brona Mairead Wilson. Craig Robert Wilson. Leanne Wilson. Kenneth Allen. Gary Thomas Cairns. Claudia Green. Alexander Thomas Mathers. Arlene McCrum. Sharon Richardson. Victoria Ann Smitton. Elizabeth Megan Anderson. Angela Margaret Harper. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates from the Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences.
Thank you, Professor Carmichael, for presenting candidates. I call upon our honorary graduate, the Reverend Dr. Mann, to address the congregation on behalf of those who have been presented.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, members of Council and Senate, graduates, and ladies and gentlemen. It was with considerable surprise and immense pleasure that I received the information some weeks ago that I'd been awarded an honorary degree from Ulster University. Having been a neighbour of the Belfast campus for some years while I was Dean of St Anne's Cathedral, and knowing of the encouragement and involvement of the university in the life of the city, the Cathedral Quarter, and indeed the whole of this beautiful and vibrant part of this wonderful place in which you all live. I was so touched by this honour. But I stand and address those whose lives have been focused on this day and their graduation for years, rather than weeks, and at the end of an intense period of study and creative work. It goes without saying that such a degree as is marked by this ceremony this afternoon comes as the end crowns the work. But what now? There will be celebrations, I'm sure. I hope there are. There will be joy and a sense of release and relief. But without doubt, like any crossing of a finishing line, one is never quite the same again. Graduation might be thought of a bit like a catapult that friends and tutors and family have helped you to sort of wind up for this day of release. But only you can direct it. It is your life, it is your choice, it is your opportunity. And some of you will know exactly where you're going. Others will be looking in the hope of finding a way forward. Still others may have nothing on the horizon at the moment. But let us examine for a few moments the bigger picture. The past 2 years and more have seen significant and ongoing change in the moral, humanitarian, and political landscape, both locally and internationally. You are graduating into a world that has been, at least partially, stabilized by an alliance of Western democracies since the end of the Second World War. Now the world order is changing, and we are all responsible individuals who will play our part in determining what happens, whether it is at our street corner or around the directional point of community or national life, or perhaps even within the corridors of power. And many of you will find yourselves relating to others in some kind of influential position. That may be directly through teaching, or more tangentially via social media or artistic expression, or something creative or visual, or spoken communication, or through business or cultural acumen, or by involvement in one of the caring professions. Ulster University is an institution that is intrinsically at one with the way that people live and conduct themselves in community. As the future unfolds before you, with its challenges and its opportunities, please take time to learn from the past, but don't live in it. All of us make mistakes. Do not be fearful of that. Better to try and not succeed than not to try at all. So be courageous and determined. Play your part as those who will shape not only your future, but the future of other people. Open your hearts to diversity. Seek to live with those whose opinions you do not share. Respect is just a beginning, I always think, but it is too cold a word for true community cohesion. To build relationships that will last, we seek to fulfill each other's dreams. And perhaps that may mean seeking a change within ourselves and an ever-growing capacity to listen, to reflect, and to learn. These are skills that you have proven by the degree that you have now received. Please use these skills in the years that lie ahead. Go and be blessed in all that you do. Remember where you're from. Step forward boldly and embrace the opportunities before you. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Dr. Mann, for those challenging but yet very appropriate words for the graduation class of 2018. I call upon Mary Ellen Layton, a new graduate in the Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, to propose a vote of thanks.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I am pleased and privileged to speak to you on behalf of all those graduating today. Our degree certificates are a very tangible demonstration of our hard work, effort and dedication. Of course, behind that very rewarding, very special and eagerly anticipated parchment lies every part of our experience at Ulster University. And it is that experience that shapes our future prospects and potential. Our studies, the relevance of the knowledge and the life skills that we have acquired, the confidence that we have gained, and the firm friendships that we have made. We have managed the challenges of completing our studies with our ambitions firmly fixed on the opportunities that will lie ahead for us as Ulster University graduates. Under the direction of our teachers, with special thanks going to my own course director, Dr. Jessica Bates, for your dedication, your support and your kindness, we are leaving here today better equipped for life and work than what we were when we started. But I think that it is also very important to acknowledge today that even now, with these degrees in our hands, we do not have all the answers. I'm actually standing here today as a graduate for the 5th time, and I can tell you this much. I have more questions now than I ever did. But I follow the advice of the poet, Rainer Maria Rilke, who said, "Be patient toward all that is unsolved in your heart, and try to love the questions themselves. Live everything. Live the questions now. Perhaps you will then gradually, without noticing it, live along some distant day into the answer." We all want simple answers in life. We would all like a clear pathway to success that is mapped out for us. Unfortunately, life doesn't always work that way. But what we are leaving with here today is a very firm foundation that will project us forward in our search for answers and towards our career goals. Graduating today, it is encouraging to know that Ulster alumni are leading, contributing, inspiring, and influencing far and wide. Through the alumni networks, we can learn from those who have gone before us, and the alumni programs and services on offer enable us to stay connected and supported as we embark upon fresh challenges and opportunities. Ulster University is a place where knowledge is created, generated, shared, and brought to life. We leave here as assured and well-equipped graduates, ready to fulfill our career ambitions. The knowledge and attributes that we have acquired in our time here will in turn shape and influence others in the many and varied paths that each of us today will now choose to take. We will remain ambassadors for the university, proud to tell others of the doors that it can open and the possibilities it presents. So on behalf of my fellow students and friends here today, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our families and friends who have supported and encouraged us in our university career, especially you, Dad, who has gone through a lot of these. Of course, our lecturers and support staff are right at the heart of our time here at Ulster University, and we thank them all for their inspiration, their understanding, and their guidance. So thank you all for being a part of this very special occasion. It's a celebration today for everyone, not just for those of us graduating, but for all who play a part in harnessing potential and shaping bright futures. We do hope that you enjoy the rest of your day with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Ellen, for a very thoughtful and well-delivered vote of thanks. We are coming to the end of this graduation ceremony. At the beginning of the ceremony, I asked the graduating class of 2018 to stand up and applaud themselves. Now I would ask you to stand and applaud, to look towards those in this room, your family, your friends, those who have helped you along this journey in your academic career so far. So please stand and give them a vote of thanks and applause. Please be seated. I declare this graduation ceremony closed and invite the new graduates to join the academic procession.